Good morning, Cancerians, if that's the right term. Don't really care if it's not. You know who I mean. Cancer. Welcome to this general reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. It's a bit nippy here today. Okay, we are in the middle of winter in the UK. So if some of you are wondering, well, what's he doing with all those clothes and coats on? Because it's chuffing cold, that's why. Okay. The heating's only just come on. I'm waiting for the house to warm up before I can shed some layers, all right? It's not that I'm too tight to pay for the heating. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, you're reading, all right? If you like this video, all right, please feel free to contact me in the email in the description box below. If you can't see it, just click the more button. I'll be more than happy to drop you some information. So, I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to sell you things. All right, that's it. Sales pitch over. Cancer, what's going on for you? See what's happened in the past for a start. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, a lot of stress over a relationship or work situation. All right, there's either you or this person you were dealing with has been assessing how much time and energy put into this. Now, some of you will have already put a lot of time and energy into this, okay, but then I'm getting silence fell for whatever reason. There's a lot of stress here. The path forward is not very clear. It's like you haven't really got clarity. I'm kind of getting in the past there was a lot of assumptions made in your situation. All right. You was in a situation that was basically okay but not fulfilling. And whether you were married or dating somebody, whether you've been at work in the same company for a long time, you've been assessing, moving on, but it's kind of like knowing your limits. Something here was taken for granted in the past, but then I'm kind of getting something happened. Communication came in, which kind of changed that very quickly, caused a lot of stress. Basically, there was a decision being made. Now, if there was no communication between you and a loved one or you and somebody you was dealing with on an emotional level, all right, I'm getting it was because there's was obligations elsewhere. Now, either this person was dealing with somebody else romantically, it could be a mother, a father, a sister, a brother. So there was maybe dealing with family issues, there was maybe dealing with a business, but either way, the focus was not on this relationship, this situation. Something here changed, which caused a lot of anxiety because you didn't really know what was going on. Okay, it was stressing you out. It's like somebody you wanted to help somebody, but they wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't let you in. Right. What's going on in the present energy? You were what throughout these times though, you were gaining a lot of experience. Present energy, Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Ooh, definitely love is in the air. But the thing is, your relative situations, particularly yours, is kind of got you in this stuck energy. All right, there's somebody else involved, and it means letting go. With this Queen of Swords energy, it's kind of like a rational decision has to be made despite your decisions. But I'm kind of getting in the past where you felt you weren't strong enough. You're certainly strong enough now. Your intuition is kicking in. You're becoming more open to emotions, either i.e. you're becoming more open to new love here or somebody is. All right. But the Eight of Swords here, it's, you know, practically rising to the challenge. trying to avoid confrontation with somebody. So if you're married or you're even living with somebody or they are, for you two to be together, there's got to be an honest conversation here. The stress is relieving, though. You're starting to trust your own intuition. You're starting to trust your own judgment here. You're starting to gain flexibility. You're being more open minded. You are finding solutions. All right, you are basically turning your back on a stuck situation. You see, in the past, you've gone from the nine of swords. Now, in the present, you're going to an eight. So there's a reduction in the stress. You're getting very strong-willed, very strong-minded. In fact, strong enough to cut something loose here so that you can proceed on your path. You've been trying to avoid a confrontation, but you realise it's inevitable. So what I'm getting here is cutting ties. See, the thing is, you're doing it in your own time. You're becoming much more emotionally responsible. You're learning how to control your emotions. You're learning how to direct your emotions. Whereas kind of before in the past, they were very, very scattered. Near future. Near future in tarot terms, by the way, is sometime in the next 6 months. It might seem a lifetime to us. But, even if you decide to be with somebody, you've still got all the logistics to go through, and that can take time, especially when you're dealing with legalities of any kind. So that's why. Oh, yeah. So you're going from making a decision, not in this lifetime. No. Too much guilt, too much anxiety. It would ruin everything. Present energy, seeing a different perspective on it altogether because you're stronger, being much more strong willed. Okay. Now, if this isn't you cutting ties, it's the person you're dealing with. So there's either way, there's a kind of coming together energy and a much more leaving a situation peacefully as you can, but being very honest about it. So there, now we come into this King of Pentacles energy, Seven of Swords, leaving and avoiding as much confrontation as you can. So again, you've got a decrease in stress. It's like you've realised the truth about a situation. You're thinking, hang on a minute, they're going to be okay. This is you if you've been married or dating or whatever, you've perhaps been feeling guilty because somebody's been good to you. And then you realise perhaps this person is all about money and there's very little of emotion. It's like there's a convincing here that you're okay and everybody's going to be okay eventually. All right. I'm getting some of you going towards your soulmate, but you're turning your back on somebody. It's kind of eventually there's a slow detachment so that you can reattach or come into a situation where you are being content for some of you to be on your own and coming into your soulmate. Some of you. All right, please remember this is a general reading. It's going from the thought to it's going from the should I invest my time and energy into this? Right. To being convinced you can make it work. Right. And giving yourself a better lifestyle and actually putting the physical work in, dealing with authorities, booking tickets, getting visas, whatever it takes to get to where you want to be. Right. You're tired of playing the supporting role. You've got enough confidence here. I'm kind of getting you're going to surprise somebody. What's the challenge then? What is the challenge? Two of Wands, Hangman, yeah, making that sacrifice. There's a new beginning here. All right, somebody connected to you, perhaps a fire sign. All right, I'm getting fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is all about taking action. The challenge is right now, taking action. This is a challenge right now. Making that sacrifice and taking action, narrowing the field. You've got two options, or maybe even more, and you've decided to go down a certain path. Right. This it's going from a one of wands to kind of manifesting, bringing things to a closure, to the two of wands, to actually formulating plans and taking things further. But to take things further, there's got to be this letting go energy of old attitudes, totally fresh outlook. It's like your life's being turned around. There's an opportunity here to turn things around. All right. Yeah, making that call. Despite your fears, going slowly, trusting your intuition, and arranging everything, travel, and anything from travel to buying property, selling property. The way is not totally clear, but you trust in your intuition. You're not taking anything for granted, and the intuition. This moon card is really in the future. As an outcome or direction, it's all about putting your imagination, your dreams, and your ambitions, making that call, following your calling, whether it's in work or whether it's in a relationship, and putting yourself in a place where you actually feel you belong. In work, it's finding your destiny, it's following your calling. In relationships, it's calling in a soulmate, somebody you feel that you need to be with and they need to be with you. All right. There may be certain aspects about a particular soulmate connection that you don't like, but whereas the negative energy and the practicalities in the past were overwhelming, the pull towards each other, that magnetic attraction to actually doing something about it. Because you're realizing all the worry in the world will not solve your problems without action. So it's kind of like taking that worry and that stress and turning it into positivity and creativity, and actually saying, well, kind of like, I've got nothing to lose. Within yourself, there is a sacrifice here. And what I mean is, because you're getting to the point where you're so unhappy, it's like, you feel you've got nothing to lose by it. Wish you the best of luck. That's it.